Ahoy again, First Mates. Thanks for joining us for our closing remarks and to hear from our thought leader, Vic Whitehouse. She's from Virgin Media, and we're very excited to have her.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vic Whitehouse from Virgin Media, as I've just been introduced, and I'm super excited to be here today to be talking to you all from my boat that I live on. So it's very apt that I'm talking to Virgin Voyages it's this evening here in the UK, and I'm just going to be running through some tips and things and some awareness around mental health and well-being. So hopefully you'll find this session useful. So what is mental health? So mental health includes our emotional, psychological and social well-being, and it affects how we think, feel and act, and it also helps determine how we handle stress, how we relate to others, how we make choices. And mental health is really important at every stage in your life, both from childhood through to adolescence, through to adulthood. And over the course of your life, you'll experience mental health problems. So this could be your thinking, your mood, your behaviour could be affected, and many factors contribute to mental health problems. These can be biological factors, such as the actual genes and chemistry that we have. These can be life experiences, such as a trauma that you may experience, or some sort of abuse or issue in your life, and it can be related to your family history as well. And there could be an element of mental health issues within your family history. So well-being, when we talk about well-being, this is the experience of health, happiness and prosperity. And this includes having good mental health that leads to you having ultimate more of a feeling of well-being. And it ultimately leads to you having more of a meaningful life and a satisfactory life in the long run. So types of emotional well-being is the ability to practice stress management. So this could be anything from yoga to meditation to anything, and you can teach yourself these techniques to be more resilient, and generate emotions that lead to good feelings. Physical well-being is the ability to improve the functioning of your body through healthy eating, good exercise, etc. And social well-being is that ability to communicate, develop meaningful relationships with others, and maintain support network that can overcome loneliness. Workplace well-being, that's why we're all here, is to talk about that element as well. And that's the ability to be able to pursue your interests, values and purposes and really feel that you belong at work. And we call this the ability to thrive. And then we have societal well-being, which is the ability to actively participate in a community and culture and environment. But we still don't talk about it enough. The fact of the matter is, 1 in 6 people at some point will experience common mental health problem at any one time in their life. But only half of the people that are affected will actually go on to speak to somebody about it, which is quite shocking statistics. Well, here at Virgin, as Virgin Group and the wider Virgin businesses, it matters to us, and it matters to us through our people, our partners, our suppliers and our customers. And no matter what Virgin business you go into, you will see that there is an absolute commitment from Virgin that we ensure that your mental health and well-being is looked after as a key focus for all of us. And we started off by doing some initiatives around this a few years back, but certainly one of the biggest things that Virgin did as a group, a collective of businesses, before Virgin Voyages were formed back in 2018, the Virgin Group signed the Time to Change pledge. And that Time to Change is a growing societal movement working to change the way we all act and think about mental health. But there is still stigma that absolutely needs to be broken down. So there are 3 core elements that affect your ability to feel that you can thrive and have real good well-being. And that's your physical well-being, your societal well-being, and how you feel financially. And they all have direct links to how you feel mentally and how well your mental health is. But of course, no matter what we were doing up until a couple of months ago, in came COVID-19 and in came some very different ways of working and a new set of challenges for people to adapt to. And this has had an impact on everybody, no matter where you are, in what company you work in, or where you are in society. It has impacted everyone in some way, shape or form. And why is it when we have more connectivity and more ability to connect, just like we're doing today, do some people feel so alone? Well, that can be that some people are struggling with their finances. It could be people are struggling being able to be active, so their physical well-being. And it could be that some people are feeling separation and loneliness, so the societal well-being. And people are feeling that adversely their mental health is being affected. And it could be somebody within your team that may be experiencing these issues. And it could be because they have a neurodiversity, they have a specific need that you may not be aware of. So it's worth just considering that as we move on. Social media has and hasn't helped. So we've done some really good things on social media, but we have been bombarded as a society with Instagram posts of people becoming super fit. They've learnt to bake sourdough bread. They've learnt new languages whilst schooling their kids, holding them in their hands whilst they're running a 5-mile run before breakfast. And that affects people. That creates self-doubt. I've actually put weight on. I don't know about anyone else, but I've struggled because I feel like I'm working on a laptop all day. But it's okay to feel that you're not living up to those expectations. And it's important that we don't set unrealistic goals for ourselves, because that adversely affects our mental health. And we're not alone in this. We're our own worst critics. Now's the time to be kind to ourselves and each other. And if you or anyone you know is struggling with finances, there is help out there. We've all been hit hard by this, and it's not a failure to admit that you need some help and support. Lots of us have been less active, as I've said. We've lost weight before, we can do it again. Some relationships may have ended during lockdown, and some new ones may have started. I know I've certainly had the ability to talk just like I'm doing today to people I've never met before, and that's opened up my world. But there are some relationships that will naturally end because you're not communicating in the same way anymore, and that's okay. And if you feel that your mental health has been affected, speak to somebody. So what can you do to support your mental health? So belonging and connections that really matter is really important, as I've just said, and feeling that we actually belong to a wider thing is really essential. By reaching out and building those connections, this aids you with your mental health and well-being as you build up your networks of support. Just asking somebody how they feel and then pausing and waiting for the answer and really listening can not only give you support, but enables them to feel that they have that connectivity and that they belong to something bigger. We can all help each other have that better mental health and well-being. As I said, being active is a crucial thing, but it's not just about being active and going and running that 5-mile run. It can be something as simple as moving from one room to the other for you to be able to just take stock of what's going on around you as well, being present in the moment. As I said, setting ambitious targets for the future is really great. And I've heard today some of the ambitious targets and things that we've got set. But for you personally, sometimes stillness can be the key. So actually thinking about the here and now and thinking, what is it that I'm experiencing now? What does right now feel like to me? And we've all been through some really challenging times. You may have had people within your family that have been affected by the current situation. We've had the Black Lives Matters movement that's happened. We've had lots of different things within society that will have affected different people in different ways. And it's important that we take time to let people have that room to be able to express how that's impacted them. Always ask for help if it's needed. So supporting others, ensuring that people that work with you and around you absolutely have the right tools to do their job. As I said, there could be people out there that you might not be aware have some very specific needs. I'm neurodivergent myself, so I struggle with a lot of the WebEx scenarios and talking on camera and things. And it's, just taking time just to say, is everybody okay? Is this working for everyone? Can have a massive effect. Always reach out, talk, listen and act would be my advice. And how are you building a psychologically safe environment? How do you feel within the environment that you're working in? It's crucial that leaders show some vulnerability to their teams and really share how they're feeling too, in order to start to build that trust and authenticity. And it's good to talk. It used to be an advert years ago. It's good to talk. British Telecom, I think it was. 5 generations are now in the workplace, and people will use technology in different ways. And it's really important to show that you care about how people may or may not be struggling with that. Also, it's important during this time that we are still recognising people's contributions and successes, even though you may not be able to see it in a workplace environment. It's still important. And keep engaging and celebrating diversity. We know that we've had some, as I said, some really impactful situations have happened recently, and it is really important that we make sure that members of our team that may have been affected by that are absolutely able to express some of their feelings around that. So some signs to look out for in both yourself and others is, are you able to concentrate the same? Are you having poor concentration? Are you being easily distracted? Are you finding yourself worrying more? Are you finding it hard to make decisions? Do you have a low mood? Are you feeling just overwhelmed with everything? Tiredness and lack of energy can be a key factor. And talking less and avoiding social activities. Obviously, it's difficult to have those social activities, but as we start to come out of lockdown, are you feeling that you don't want to do that anymore? That could be something that you need to keep an eye on. Talking more or talking fast, jumping between topics can be an issue, and finding it difficult to control your emotions. And the biggest one that people don't like to talk about is actually finding out that you're self-medicating by drinking more. Have you resorted to having a few more tipples of an evening? That can all impact how your mental health is. I think it's important to remember that we are absolutely all in this together. So we all believe, we're all aiming for the same thing. We all want this to be a success. We all really value the relationships that we've got and the business partners that we've got. And like so, I'm super honoured to be able to be talking today to everyone on this call. And it is every single one of us and looking after our own mental health that enables Virgin Voyages to sail. It is you and your mental health and well-being that's important to all of us. We want each and every one of you to feel that you're a part of something bigger, that you truly belong, and that the customer experience when we set sail is going to be as good as Scarlet Lady look. So please, if you are struggling and there's someone else that's struggling, then reach out, talk, listen and act. We all want to be sailing. I'd like to take my narrowboat out as well. But this care and commitment doesn't stop when we are back sailing. We all need to commit here today that this care for each other will be part of our key delivery to our customers going forward. And if you don't look after you, who is going to look after our customers? So once again, reach out, talk, listen and act. Sounds simple, but it's the simple things that sometimes have the biggest impact. And there will always be someone here for you at Virgin, and we're in this together, and we will make ship happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Vic. That was amazing. And I think especially at a time like this, it's really important to hear about our mental health and well-being. And, you know, it's something that our First Mates really appreciate. And I especially love seeing them all come together, even in the chat and supporting each other. So that's great to see. Now I want to take some time to introduce our sales leadership team. They're going to provide some closing remarks.
Hey, everyone. Thank you so much, Vic. My name is Jessica Fleischer. If you weren't on an earlier session, I'm the Senior Director of Sales at Virgin Voyages, and was quite honestly tearing up during Vic's presentation. So thank you. It's such an important topic, and it really speaks to what we're trying to do with this summit. It's bringing us all together. We've felt that we've had such a amazing group of business partners in our First Mates, and through this pause, haven't been able to reach out and be with you at the number of conferences we typically are at, or things that we host or things that you host. And this is such a good way for us to get together, even if it's virtual. Particularly, I think the piece on belonging that Vic spoke to ties into kind of how I'd like to round out this first summit, which is that you are all part of a larger group of First Mates. There are a lot of connections that we have, whether it's through technology, whether it's through our platforms. We're thinking about you all individually, and often, can use your names in conversations and saying, oh, so-and-so is going to love this. We feel that you're so engaged. So I wanted to share some data, since I am the data person usually.
We say, of course, the data person. It's fine.
We'll say data diva.
Queen.
We sent out a survey to you. You might have gotten it. You might have responded on June 22nd. And we had over 83% participation in the survey. And just so you know, our First Mate database is over 30,000. So there's 30,000 First Mates out there that have registered to do business with you. Thank you so much for taking this survey. So 83% response rate. And 2/3 of you have indicated that there's been some demand for cruise, which is really exciting, and I think speaks to the earlier data that Bain referenced, saying that cruisers are ready to come back. Just lift the restrictions and they'll be back on a ship. And it speaks to the experience that you get on a ship. And I think all of you on here, from the chats that I've seen and the comments, you're all cruisers, we're all cruisers. We love this experience. So 2/3 of you have seen some interest, but 1/3 of you haven't. And I just want to make sure that you know that it's okay. So those of you that haven't had interest yet in cruise, it's okay. You're with 1/3 of your peers, and just in our subset, that means 8,000 of you, and that's okay. That's a big cohort. Certainly not a reason to lose hope at all, because I think this is a monumental struggle for all of us, and all of us struggle in a different way. And we're here for you and your business as well. So if you want to reach out and you haven't had any interest in cruising, we'd love to hear from you. And you're in a good cohort. And I also wanted to bring a couple more details from that survey. And it's this point that keeps getting brought up is the reason that people are interested and cruisers are interested in Virgin. It's always 3 things. So the 3 things is the Virgin brand. We've seen incredible affinity for the Virgin brand. It's the adults only value proposition. So the fact that you can enjoy yourself with a childlike heart without actual children running around is a reason that people are coming to us. And we have a brand new ship with brand new technology. And I think that's really exciting to a lot of people, and a space that, again, is, we can fill. So I think there's a lot of reasons to be hopeful out there. If you're not, contact us, contact help. We understand we're all people too. We have good days and bad days. Today is a really good day because we get to chat to you, but we want to say thank you. So with deep gratitude, thank you. And thank you to our amazing team that has helped put this on. And thank you for all of the patience you've had through the sessions. But, we did this live. We're live. We thought we could have recorded it, but then it wouldn't have as much fun. So thank you to everyone. And I'm going to hand it over to Shane. Oh,
Adita.
It's me.
It's you.
Last time I checked, my name started with E. Thanks, Jess. Sorry, Shane. So I would like also, my name is Adita Tepper, and I'm AVP of Strategic Sales. And I would love to give a huge shout out to the behind the scenes team. As Jessica mentioned, we were live and there were some sessions that we had some difficulties with. So we will record them and post them on our event page. But to Billy, Ellie, and David, and also to our moderators, myself, John, and Shane, a huge shout out. It's a privilege and an honor to be speaking to our first mates today. And as a new brand, please know that our partnership means the world to us. And we are asking for your trust and for your business. But please know that we will never take you for granted. Your success is truly our success. And to Victoria's point today, she talked about connection, which is one of my favorite topics for those of you that know me. But our beloved travel industry is all about the human connection. It makes us feel alive, right? And what will be most valuable moving forward is how we connect with people and how we make them feel. And I hope that you can feel the genuine love and support from the Virgin team. And please know that you can count on us always and always to treat you and your clients with the most utter respect and with integrity. And this wouldn't be me if I didn't finish with a quote, which I always love to do. And in the spirit of our partnership and Virgin Voyages love for everything nautical and shippy, I will finish with that quote. There are good ships and wood ships, the ships that sail the sea. But the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. cheers. And off, John, over to you.
Oh, a hard act to follow. Thank you, Adita.
You're welcome.
For those that don't know me, my name is John Diorio. I first want to thank Nirmal and Alex, who were in 2 of the breakout sessions that I moderated. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and your thoughts about our Voyage Well program and our Shore Things experiences. Some really amazing stuff. You know, as I was thinking about, you know, some closing remarks last night, strangely enough, I started thinking about Alanis Morissette. And you'll see why here in a minute. And no, she's not a first mate, or at least not yet. I was thinking about her song, Thank You. And she wrote this song after a journey to India. And it was really about expressing her gratitude for the people she met there and just what she was feeling at the time. And so I know we're not going to India together, but we are on a journey together. And you guys have been absolutely amazing in expressing your gratitude. You're showing such passion and positivity for our brand, and you're showing patience as well. And we know that's something important. And we're very, very grateful for that. The emails you send us, the text messages, the social posts, showing your love for our beautiful ladyships and our rock star crew all over the world. It truly humbles us, and we're very grateful. We're going to get together soon, I promise you. And we're going to come on board. We're going to go to the karaoke lounge, the groupie, and we're going to sing her song, Thank You. So until then, thank you, India. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, First Mates. Shane?
Thank you. Thanks, John. How do I follow these messages? So you guys have done a great job. And I think, firstly, hopefully the First Mates can realise just what a close-knit team we are and how well we work together to make this business the best place we can for our First Mates to be incredible partners. So we do everything we can to support our First Mates. So last night I was thinking about closing comments, and I was thinking of Britney, but I'm not going to quote Britney because I just don't think she'd have the same effect as much as Britney is a world-renowned artist. I hope you took from this session today that we have done everything we can during this pause time to get our business ready to give you the best opportunity to be the most successful partners you can of Virgin Voyages. So we have made a lot of changes for the better, I think. We've introduced Voyage Well, giving you the tools you need to reassure your clients that we'll be ready when they're ready. We have introduced extremely compelling commissions, making sure that you can get dollar in your pocket earlier than ever before and to a greater amount, because we want to really reward you for taking the time to learn about Virgin Voyages. And we want to reassure you more than anything else that we are committed to you for the long term. We are here for a long time. So we've got 1 ship delivered now, we've got another 3 to come, and who knows what else next is around the corner. But as we heard from Ryan right at the beginning, there's lots of reasons to believe, there's lots of opportunity to be able to make some great money in the future. The time will come good again. It has to, it will do, and we all look forward to a great time together again in the future. So thank you for tuning in. I'll pass you back over to the wonderful, the incredible, fearless leader that is Sabrina, that's going to close us out.
Thanks, Shane. So again, as our leadership team has said already, thank you again, First Mates, for joining us. We definitely appreciate all you do, and we appreciate you guys taking the time to be here and to learn more about us. Just as a reminder, all the sessions were recorded. They will be sent out via email, as well as if you just visit the event page. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us via our drop us a line on firstmates.com or to your regional sales manager. And again, just thanks for joining us for our Boomvang. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.